Just want to make a few points, if I can, and just ask you a few questions. Number one, how many of you actually believe that if you buy life insurance, that you won't die? Right? Or how about if you get car insurance? Will car insurance ensure that you don't get into a car accident? Or fire insurance, that you won't have your house burned down? Well, guess what? Health insurance is the same way. There is no guarantee of good health or caring just because you have health insurance. The problem is that most Americans and some physicians are not really involved with the caring of patients and health care. Only you can make that difference. Only you can begin the process of caring, not health insurance. We need to change the way we're thinking. The cost of, quote, health insurance in this country is just astronomical. Last year, we spent over $500 billion paying for heart disease. Probably 80% of that could have been reduced with simple lifestyle changes, such as maybe OPC3 or maybe some not smoking and losing weight and exercise. $500 billion. $300 billion was spent on gastrointestinal care. That is your gut. How about maybe picking foods for their nutrient value? Maybe using some probiotics, maybe a little less antibiotics. That's a lot of money. We will go bankrupt paying for illness. We need to invest in wellness, all right? That's what Market America does. But by the way, there is a cost to wellness. And the cost is greater vitality, greater mental acuity, greater sexual pleasures, better sleeping, more confidence, more success. That's a price I hope all of you are willing to pay. It's a lot more cost effective than paying for illness, which we can no longer afford. Remember, it's not about health insurance, it's about health care. Let me just make some points. And I think that this is going to create, hopefully, in the medical profession, a real fundamental shift in thinking. And the thinking is that the absence of illness does not mean you're well. When people come into my office and I say to them, "How are you doing?" they'll say to me, "I'm fine." Well, what does that mean? How fine are you? I mean, when people come in, I ask them, what did they do to prepare for their exam, their annual exam, other than take a shower and change their underwear, right? What have you done? Have you been exercising? Have you changed your diet? Are you sleeping well? What are you doing to ensure your continued health? Why do you want me to fail you at the most important exam of your life? To say to you that, by the way, you now have diabetes, you have now high blood pressure, now your cholesterol is at a point that you're at risk for a heart attack? We cannot wait. You have to initiate your wellness program from the beginning, and you can start in the next hour by exercising or what you decided to have for lunch. The average person in this country is what? Too fat, not physically fit, not having sex, stressed. You want to be average? I don't think so. Hopefully none of your clients, none of your associates, and none of your friends are average, because the average person in this country is going to get ill and is not going to have successful aging. Not a good thing. The concept that the absence of illness doesn't mean you're well is based on the fact that we have a lot of reserve capacity in our organs. Before you need glasses, you may spend 40 years with progressive decline. You need more than a 50% reduction in your kidney function, or almost a 70% reduction in the size of your coronary arteries before you even have the slightest symptoms. You can't wait. You weren't well the day before you had a heart attack. You weren't well the day before your doctor told you had diabetes, and you didn't develop erectile dysfunction overnight, unless you're in a car accident or somebody shot you, right? So this is something that goes on over many, many years. You have a golden opportunity to change the nature of your wellness. And we in the medical profession now are starting to measure wellness and define wellness, just as we define illness. As I said, the choice is right now. You can make those choices. Market America can help you. You know, the Nutrimetrics program, which is trying to educate health educators in the process of understanding wellness versus illness, is before you. You have a golden opportunity to take advantage of this for your own health, for your family, and for your associates. The products that you have are unparalleled. Your OPC3 product is evidence-based. It is a foundational piece. Everyone in this room should be taking the OPC3 concept, especially with pycnogenol. Unless you'd rather pay for illness. You know, and if you'd rather be on a statin, a blood pressure medicine, a diabetes medicine, and an antidepressant, that's your choice. Or on the other hand, you could have, you know, vitamin D3, you can have OPC3, you can have pycnogenol, you can have some calcium. Those are your choice. You decide what you think is going to be better for you and your family. And it is really about evidence and evidence basis. I mean, anybody can come up with a product and ask you to sell it, maybe create some income in the process. But you really actually need some studies, and I'm very, very happy to be helping the pycnogenol people, which is a very important element in many of your products, because of the fact that for 30, 40 years they have not stopped doing research and spending money on research because they realize the value in having a better understanding and having a product that they can stand behind. And I think you should all feel very comfortable with the product line that Market America has created for all of you. Just as a small little aside, we do have a book that's coming up, and maybe I'll talk a little bit about it. But it's really this fundamental concept that all of you are in control of your own destiny. 80% of illnesses can be prevented with lifestyle changes. And hopefully in our book, we're going to discuss each of the organ systems like your heart and the hormones, and basically help elucidate how they work, why they're important, and what you can do to make them stronger. And also the products that Market America has, that Nutrimetrics has, that can support this wellness program. So we're really very excited about it. And I think this is really the bottom line. All of you have the capacity and the responsibility to get stronger. Thank you all very much for your time and your attention.